Do you know, many years ago, I read of the invisible man married the invisible woman. And I found out today that they're still happily married, but you know what? The kids are nothing to look at. You've got to begin somewhere. You know, in different parts of the world, when somebody gets baptized, they get baptized in a river or a lake. And this happens in parts of America, particularly the southern states, the Bible Belt. And there's a preacher baptizing people in the river. And a drunk stumbles along into the water by mistake. And the preacher, overcome with the smell of alcohol, takes pity on this poor devil and asks, "My son, are you ready to find Jesus?" And the drunk said, "Yes, I am." So the preacher dunks the drunk into the river, pulled him out and said, "Have you found Jesus?" And he says, "No, I haven't," the drunk says. So the preacher dunked him in again a little longer this time and asked him the same question when he pulled him out. "Have you found Jesus?" And the drunk says, "No, I haven't." And the preacher was astonished. And he dumps him in one more time and holds him down for 30 seconds or more, then pulls him out and says, "Now," he says, "have you found Jesus?" And the drunk replied, "No," he said, "are you sure this is where he fell in?" Traditionally, New Year for many people is a time for new beginnings. It could be eating and living a more healthy lifestyle. It could be becoming more positive and optimistic and less negative and pessimistic. It could be beginning a new relationship or a new job. It could be finishing a relationship or finishing a job. It could be starting a family. It could be becoming less judgmental and critical. It could be many, many things, but it is a time for new beginnings. And baptism is the beginning of our relationship with the church. It's a new beginning. And as we grow on the journey of life and the journey of faith, we're invited to live our Catholic Christian values in a particular way. And sometimes, you know, we do it well, and sometimes we don't, because we are part of the human race. We are flawed individuals. But just because we don't always get it right, doesn't mean to say that we are unworthy and that we are unworthy of God's love and understanding, because that's not true. And today, we are reminded of the baptism of Jesus in the Gospel. And it's interesting that Jesus didn't want it to be all about him. He was baptized with lots of other people in the River Jordan. He identified with all the ordinary people that were there, and that's very important because he identifies with you and me in the sense that because he took on human nature, he understands how difficult it is to be a human being and to get things right all the time. And like ourselves, you know, he had his defects. He was angry, he was disappointed. He felt abandoned in the garden and on the cross. He felt let down by his disciples, he felt betrayed. All these traits, these human traits that we have, Jesus had some of them himself. And that's important to remember because Jesus knows of what we are made. And because of his humanity, he understands ours. And that's why he loves each and every one of us unconditionally. We don't have to be perfect to please God. We bring so much to the lives of others without even realizing it. In spite of our faults and failings, we bring so much to the lives of others. Pope Francis puts it this way: rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun doesn't shine for itself, and the flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are all born to help each other. And no matter how difficult it is, life is good when you are happy, but it's much better when others are happy because of you. So thank you for being you. And just to end, a wife said to her husband, "How would you describe me?" And the husband said, well, he said, "I would describe you as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. And the wife said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, you're adorable, you're beautiful, you're cute, you are delightful, elegant, fashionable, gorgeous, and helpful. The wife said, oh, that's so lovely, but what does IJK mean? And the husband said, well, that means I'm just kidding. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being you, and I hope to be in touch very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.